to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Rams. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. 20. Touchdown, LA. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, Tim? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go! The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Mike, 57. Here we go. Here we go.
This is Bell. He's got a first down past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. 83 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Twenty-one.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
61, matchbox.
Garoppolo now. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down. First and 10.
Here we go. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, gun. We got motion. Back up. Mike.
On first down, Garoppolo. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a gain of 13, first down, Rams.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to sling this deep down. And this is caught. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England. The Rams never even got into the red zone in that game. And now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Garoppolo, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
On second and 7, Darnold going up top. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he's got it. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
Looking deep downfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
On first down, it's Grant. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And that is going to be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
21. Hey, Foxtrot. Check 49. 0-0. 11. Here we go. Shoot. 21. Here we go. Hey, orbit. Mike 3.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, New York.
Here goes Mike 57. Mike 57. Lady. 57's the Mike. Team 6.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. That is caught at the 7. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. In for the score as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Well, they got the extra point, and that will get them one closer. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This is caught. It's Cooks. Brandon Cooks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and that will shave one more off this lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
The Rams take over first. Let's go. Do it. At their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
White.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Garoppolo on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now it's Darnold, escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Grant. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Throwing again on second down. Darnold, he'll let this, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David Long. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born,
Here we go.
if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Bravo!
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 21. Hey, exit. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bird. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Faking the give, Darnold. He'll buy some time right, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. This is Grant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check, 59. Hey, I 7. Check 59. Oh, 80. It's 59. Mike ran 80. Come on, let's go.
Darnold from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit for the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Bailey's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check.
Another carry now for Gurley. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
13. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. It's fielded at the 45. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
A 1st down throw, Darnold looking for the end zone. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is
rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
From the pistol, it's Gurley.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. This will be fielded at the 17. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now this throw caught left side. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
57 for Mike. 57 for Mike. I'm coming up. Ready?
Now Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold, he's going to let this, and this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets will extend their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
31 yards on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold rolling to his right. He's going to take a shot right away. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, alert! 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 Hey, Alpha! 2!
On play action, now Garoppolo. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw, and Woods has it complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go back to Grant. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Here we go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 4 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to